Perfect. All yours, Colton.
Hey guys, thank you all very much for joining today. You've received several emails from me, and I apologize for that. I'm just trying to get everyone on the same page. This all started when we were looking at all the accounts that we have open for MRO related products, and we found that a lot of our properties had taken upon themselves to create their own accounts, which isn't an issue. You're doing the same thing I am, and trying to create convenience and leverage your spend so that you can get better pricing. What I noticed is that we did have all these independent accounts, so my goal was to consolidate it so that we can take everyone's pricing and better leverage it and create a program such as this with Grainger and others, so that you guys have one place that you can look for items that you know you're getting a discount with, that we've already vetted, and that we can create sort of a user interface that is more friendly to you to go on and place orders and track. As you know, our current system is very antiquated, which we are working on. But this system will allow you to track orders, see what's going on. You'll get email updates, among other things. And then we can have reporting capabilities with this as well, so we can create catalogs and we can really start to build something that we can start making better ordering decisions with. So that was the idea behind this. I've met with Rusty. He's in agreement as well. And so we just wanted to go ahead and roll this out to you guys so that we can begin using it. Again, it is sort of a test at this moment to see how it is. We can make tweaks and changes. This is not how it's going to be for the entire time. There will be approvals in it. This is going to not require you to go into Image Now. Everything will be handled after the fact in Concur. And we'll go over that some more here in a little bit. And we'll have time at the very end of this for you to ask questions as well. So please just listen to everything, take notes on what you can. And if you have any questions at the end, let me know.
Okay. Just a little background. Before I came here, we had a corporate Grainger account that worked out really well. Basically, it provided a dedicated team of people and a single point of contact, which makes it nice for the personal support. And then also for this group here, the nationwide assistance we'll get. Also, as you'll see as we go through the presentation, there's fixed discounts and then there's category discounts with even better pricing that will be available to us. And then the other thing is, by having such a large group as CDI and all the properties purchasing together, we create better leverage with Grainger going down the road. And again, a lot of it comes down to relationship, those hard to find items when they can step up and help you. When instead of you having to do all the legwork, you can go to your Grainger rep and have them help you. So I'm looking forward to this and making sure it works. And then I believe next up is Alana, the Grainger Strategic Account Executive.
Thank you, Rusty. That's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? And it probably sounds a lot more important than I actually am. So thanks for that. So welcome to the call, everyone. As Rusty mentioned, I am Alana Deaton, the Strategic Account Executive. So my role is really to support the Churchill Down and Grainger partnership. My job is really to ensure that we adequately support all of your facilities across the country, and just make sure that you have what you need when you need it, and that the agreement and the pricing that we have in place makes sense. So that's kind of my role. I also have on the line Maricela Caruso, and she is our advanced e-commerce specialist that's joined, that will help us out with the e-commerce and like how to take advantage of your discounts later on. And then I also have Alicia Roschke on with me. She is a temporary project manager who has been kind enough and always does a great job to help us roll this program out to you. So I appreciate all of you being on, and we will go to the next slide. All right, so we will spend our hour today with a brief overview of who is Grainger, although I know most of you on the line already know that. We will go through the program details, and then Marcella will walk through how to take advantage of that. So Grainger.com, our purchasing platform, along with our Grainger.com or Grainger app on your phone. So really, again, it's all about that convenience and making sure that you have an easy way to buy. And then lastly, We'll share kind of what the next steps are and then open it up for Q&A. All right. So who is Grainger? I'm not going to go through each of these bullets here because some of them are relevant to you and some are not. But in a nutshell, as most of you know, Grainger is a world leader in all things maintenance, repair, and operation. We have 1.5 million products in our offer across multiple categories and across over 5,000 suppliers. We include categories such as safety, HVAC, plumbing, and all of the above. For pretty much anything you do, we have an offer within that space. What sets Grainger apart really is our supply chain capabilities and also our distribution network. So as you know, in the market the last couple of years, it's been super volatile in terms of getting what you need. You know, it's been a tough go really since COVID to make sure that you have what you need to keep your operation running. And Grainger has been really in the lead in terms of having the capability to offer you whatever it is you need to keep the operation going. So as you know, our goal is to keep the world working. I think that that's our mantra. So there's not much that you can't find within our assortment. We'll go to the next slide. All right, so we mentioned, you know, kind of one of those key areas of competitive advantage, if you will, is our distribution network. This is a snapshot of where we have distribution centers and also branches across the country. You can see we stretch from east to west. With this, we essentially, because we've strategically placed these facilities across the country, pretty much 98% of what you buy can be shipped same day or next day, which means when you think about how you're buying today, if you can plan it out just a little bit, we can get it to your door within just a couple of days. So the goal through this program is not only to offer, you know, competitive market relevant pricing on everything, but it is also to keep you from having to run out and get what you need and pull you away from your job. So in the event that you need something urgently, or, you know, it's an emergency need or it's a critical need and you have to have it now, you have the opportunity to go to one of these branches, give your Grainger account number, you will get your discounts just as if you ordered online. But really, you know, the goal is to reduce the need to run out and get what you need. So just to put that out there, in case you were wondering, like, can I walk into a branch? You absolutely can, but the goal would be to put you purchasing online or on your app. Next slide. All right, so the exciting news is that you guys do have a new pricing offer with Grainger. There are lots of benefits to being a partner of Grainger's, and there are some listed here. As mentioned earlier, you know, your pricing program ensures that you have competitive pricing across all categories. We mentioned the distribution network. You also have access to services and solutions that, you know, that in the areas of safety, if you need somebody to lay eyes on an application or you're wondering what is the OSHA requirement, we have resources that can support that conversation. We also have solutions like aging building services. Some are free and some are at a fee, but we have a ton of services that people just do not realize that Grainger offers. We also have that expertise. So if you need technical support, whether it's through your Grainger local account representative, or if it's by calling our tech line, or even online, you can do a chat. There's a chat feature and you can ask questions there. You would be shocked at how many people in certain trades retire and become like technical experts at Grainger in plumbing, HVAC, and there's not a lot that they haven't heard of. So great resource as well. Mention the supplier partnerships. If you have custom needs, if you have, if you need, I don't know, any type of conversation around lighting, we have suppliers that partner with us that you are a priority. And so they will make sure to make time to address anything that they can kind of on our behalf. You also have, as I mentioned, that ease of ordering. So think about, you know, if you have an order issue or you have a return or the way in which you purchase, all of these things, again, are key differentiators. If you go to Ace Hardware or a Home Depot and you don't have a receipt and it's outside of the 30, 60-day window, it becomes a challenge to make that return or exchange. Grainger is a much easier process. Essentially, we keep everything on file. We know what you bought. You don't need a receipt. So just another added benefit. We'll shift to the next slide. Okay. So to get into the program details, the pricing, which is really the most important piece here, you guys are offered a 5% discount off of web price. So when you log in, you are already starting at everything is 5% off. Just to be clear, because we had some conversation about that, I guess late last week. You also have 13 deeper category discounts on the categories that you see below. So cleaning, electrical, HVAC, lighting, material handling, motors, plumbing, and safety are all at deeper discounts. In addition to that, if you have a project or something you're going to buy frequently, you can let Colton know if you don't have an aligned Grainger account manager, or if you do have one, you can let them know, and we can put even deeper discounting in place to help kind of secure that business and make sure that, you know, we're being a good partner. So again, it's about communication and allowing us to get really strategic on where we apply discounts. So keep us posted if you have, you know, projects or frequently purchased things that you're like, I'm going to need these from Grainger. We can also very strategically place them at a branch close by. So if you don't have room at your facility and you need something and you say, I'm going to buy 10 of these a year, we can put them down the street and have them ready to ship same or next day, or you can come pick it up. So those are, again, just additional benefits. With shipping, we cover all standard shipments. So unless it is special handling, hazardous, oversized, any type of special handling, LTL, I think all of those the shipment is covered by you. But if it's standard freight, we cover that for you. You also have net 30 terms, which is not listed on here, but you do have that 30-day window to pay the bills. And then, yeah, that covers the program details pretty much in its entirety. I'll pause there and ask if there are any questions. Okay.
Let me jump in real quick.
Sure.
So just so you all know, before working with Alana and Alicia on this, I was working with a previous gentleman and looking at our actual top 10 categories of spend, trying to figure out how we want to do this program. From most spend to least for top 10, it is HVAC, cleaning, plumbing, safety, pumps, material handling, electrical, outdoor equipment, adhesive, sealants, and tape. So majority of those that we are currently already buying from Grainger, we're now getting additional discounts through Grainger this program. So it is very beneficial to us. These are just not random categories. They actually work with what our spend is at the moment with Grainger.
Yep. Thank you, Colton. And again, it's all about communication. So if there's, a valve that you use regularly and you talk to your Grainger account manager or you reach out to Colton, we have the opportunity to look at the pricing on it and see if there's anything more that we can do there. So everything is a conversation. So don't hesitate to reach out on that. Next slide, Alicia. And I am turning it over to Marcella Maricela. I'm so sorry. I'm saying it wrong every time. I'm turning it over to Maricela to help with Grainger.com. Maybe. Maricela, are you out there?
I am, Alana. Thank you. I was on mute.
Oh, no problem. There you go.
Good afternoon, everyone. So Maricela with Advanced E-Commerce, and I will be providing to you the live demonstration of the Grainger.com, be able to now give you that live demo of everything that Alana has covered so far. So we'll kick it off with how to register, then I will go into the actual account, one of your actual accounts, and with Colton's authorization. I would like to state that I will be using his profile, so we'll be able to give you that live demonstration. Please feel free to, enter any of your questions in the chat, and we'll make sure to cover those here at the end. If you see anything that, pops up, you need clarity on, let us know. Okay, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. I will do a high overview of the desktop version, and then we'll move on to the mobile app and give you a high overview of that as well using, again, Colton's sign-in. All right, so if you do not have a user ID and password, please register. If you have any questions in regards to what account number you should register under, or just any general questions about registration, let me know. Let us know. And what you're seeing here on the screen is Grainger.com prior to signing in. We highly encourage all users to sign in to take advantage of viewing your price, which is something that you'll see throughout your shopping experience, and then also comply with any checkout requirements. The registration process on Grainger.com is fairly quick, 2 steps. We do encourage you to have your account number. The first step here is going to be for you to enter your first, last name, and contact or work contact information, and then account number. By entering the account number, when you click on continue, it's going to prompt you to creating your user ID and password. Okay, if you don't have an account number with you, it's going to ask for more information, and then that would fall into a registration queue where your registration will then be reviewed, and we would align you to the appropriate account number. Sometimes, the information you provide may not align exactly to what we have in our system. So to avoid any additional accounts being created or even duplicates, just please let us know if you need assistance in identifying that account number that you need to register
I'm
under.
going to pause you just for 1 second, Maricela. Just to the group, we will be providing from Colton the list of account numbers associated with your location. So you don't have to worry about finding it. We already have it all together for you. That will be sent out after this call with the recording. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Alicia. All right. So once you sign in, and that's what you're seeing here on the screen, you're going to be able to identify that you're signed in by seeing your first and last name on the top right-hand side corner of your account. I'm sorry, of your profile. So you'll see your first, last name, and then the account number linked to your profile to the right-hand side of that. I'll cover general information, and then we'll go into some search examples. I'll then cover the self-service tools under the My Account section, and we'll go through some checkout examples here. Right, general information, you can click on the Grainger logo on the top left-hand side corner. This will bring you right back to the home page anytime that you navigate away from it. You'll have access to our PDF catalogs, our Find a Branch search engine, and by clicking on Help, it'll lead you to the Grainger Help Desk. This is where you'll find, how to contact us. You can call, email, or chat with an agent. As long as the agent is available between the hours of 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, you may see a pop-up coming up if we, identify that you've been on a page for an X amount of time and so on, and just offer some help. Popular topics that I'll be covering today are available to you off of the Help homepage as well. And here, this is all general information. It's not specific to your account because this is something that you would have access to whether you're signed in or not. I do like to point out all the way at the bottom here, our Grainger's Got Your Back section. While we do encourage you to continue to reach out to your local Grainger representative, just know that you have access to this information. This will include our product collection, services, and solutions, amongst other information. So for example, under product collections, you'll find information about emergency preparedness, industries, safety and health solution centers, among others resources like our custom product center So if you wish to customize items with your unique logos or messages, so anywhere from, having a logo on a hard hat to a specific, message on a traffic sign, you can visit our custom product center. Our Grainger exclusive products are designed to help you save money. As Alana mentioned, once you sign in, you'll automatically see those discounts being applied. However, I'll give you some examples here on how to identify those Grainger exclusive items designed to help you save additional money. If you're looking for green resources, you may start to search by simply clicking here, and then that will give you access to all these sustainable solutions to help you minimize your facility's carbon footprint. Safety data sheets are offered for some of our products. If applicable to the item, you would see that right off of the product description page. It will be available to you as part of the documentation that we may have available for the item in PDF formats. Here, this would give you access to our safety data sheet search engine. So if you don't have the Grainger item number, you can always visit the safety data sheet search engine to search by manufacturer information. We're available mobile, so feel free to visit the App Store for those that use Apple and Google Play if you're an Android user. All mobile features are highlighted here, which I'll highlight towards the end here. And we do encourage all of our customers to continue to help us improve by simply providing feedback, whether it's good or bad. Please help us improve. So anytime that you have that, go ahead and provide it. We do offer a custom catalog. It's giving you the option to the entire catalog, which is going to include all of the Grainger offerings plus the items that are under the best discounts view. I'm going to switch over to that right now. It does default to entire catalog, so it's completely optional for you to switch over to best discounts. As you could see here, the home page remains the same. The search functionality will be the same within the search engine. You can still enter keywords, item model, or replacement part numbers. If you have a competitor's part number, you can always enter that as well. And then again, all the general information would be available to you here. I'll point out the differences. You'll see that, let's say, for example, that you start your search by a main product category, you'll see it in the number of results found. So for example, if I select lighting and electrical, it'll prompt you to continue to refine your search, and you may see that some of the subcategories here are not listed, or if they are listed, when you select that specific subcategory, the number of products found will be refined to only reflect what's part of the best discount. So here you see there's 14 products. If you don't find what you need under the best discounts, you can then move back to entire catalog. And as you see here, there's a lot more that is being offered. So this is the only time that you'll see the difference. Again, the best discounts is always going to reflect the products that we have included under that custom view. I'm going to go ahead and click back to the home page. We do have a customized banner with Alana's contact information, and it does highlight some of that information that she mentioned, kind of like the minimum 5% off Grainger contract reference price, amongst other information there. By clicking on View Contract Benefits, you'll see the detailed information of the benefits of purchasing, through Grainger or with Grainger. From Grainger, best solutions, benefits, more contact information from here, so feel free to browse this as needed. Now, you will only have access to this custom landing page if you're signed in. So again, another benefit of that. Some of the search examples that I will provide here are based on your order history, as well as generic item numbers that I like to use to highlight some of the features that we have available to you. So I'm going to go with the first item number here. It is a Grainger item 6JF99. I am in the entire catalog view so that you can see those best discount items are visible here under the entire catalog. And the way to identify them is not only by viewing the price, hovering over it is going to see reflect your price versus the contract price, but you may also highlight or identify that by the capital red C. Okay, so any product that has this is part of the best discount view. Okay, I also wanted to use this one here to point out real-time availability is displayed for you. This product here has, a warning there. It's temporarily unavailable. However, if you scroll down towards the bottom, you have the alternate product section. Okay, we offer a product comparison feature that will allow you to compare up to 5 items. So you may have previously purchased this item. Now that you're coming back to reorder, the product is temporarily available. You have the option to compare those alternates along with that original item that you searched for. When ready, just click on compare, and that'll lead you to our product comparison dashboard. A side-by-side comparison of pricing, availability, as well as all the technical specs available for those items, including the compliance notes. So this gives you the ability to identify those best discount items and all other offerings. Okay. So because that best discount item is currently not available, you have the option to look as to what could be available for you immediately, and it's a close match to the technical specs. Okay. So I'm going to go with the general purpose here. First item, 53CJ91. Okay. Clear out the product comparison. Off of the product description page, you have all of the item information, including the real-time availability. If the product is required to ship in multiples of, as you see here, 12, it'll specify that there. If you happen to select the incorrect quantity or it doesn't meet that shipping requirement, you will see that error message pop up. It will allow you to add the items to the cart. However, during the checkout process, which I'm going to go ahead and add these to the cart right now with that incorrect shipping quantity, it doesn't meet the requirements. And here shortly, you'll see during checkout where you can make the changes, or if you need to pick up at a local branch, how you can identify that as well from the checkout process. During the product description or your shopping experience, you have the option to switch from shipping to pickup. The real-time availability is displayed based on the zip code that you confirm on your profile, which you can change at any time. And then this will allow you to search the nearest branch or view the real-time availability based on the zip code. So again, all technical specs, compliance, and restrictions, that will be all located here. If there's any additional images for the item, you'll see it on the far left-hand side here of this section. So we do offer things like 360 views, 3D views, amongst other things like CAD drawings. So if applicable to the item, you're going to see that on the left-hand side here. We offer the personal list feature. As you click on Add to List, this is going to prompt you to creating a new list. A great way for you to store your most frequently purchased items. Also, if you have any projects going on that require for you to reorder items, you can create the list, name that list by whatever the project name is, add additional description. And as the creator of the list, you may share the list across the account. Now, if you share the list across the account, anyone registered under that account will have the ability to view and order from the list that you've created. Just keep that in mind. You can generate your own quotes. This is going to be based on the current price, valid for 30 days. And as you add to quote, the product will be added to a draft quote that you can access via the catalog item quotes page, which is part of the self-service tools that I will cover here shortly. Okay. One more thing to point out from this example is if the products fall under a catalog group, you will see the group number. It will allow you to click on the group number so that you can view all of the options available. And another thing that I want to point out, actually, these products are all part of the Grainger exclusive brands, Grainger Choice items. So Condor is one of our Grainger exclusive brands designed to help you save money, and you can identify all Grainger Choice items by the logo that I'm circling around. My next example here will also allow me to highlight that Grainger Choice product as a alternate or a suggested item. Internally, we call it Save and Select. So you may hear our internal partners call it that. So my original search here is for a 2P555. There's a Grainger exclusive product that is being suggested, so this will help you save money. You can compare the items if you wish to do so to determine whether that exclusive item will in fact help you save some money. It's a side-by-side comparison, again, pricing, availability, and technical specs. So you'll be able to determine whether that Grainger exclusive item will fit your needs, add it to the cart, or you can simply proceed with purchasing the item you've originally searched for. This is actually a good example of what I just mentioned. If there are any additional drawings or videos, you'll see that on the far left there. Required accessories, replacement parts, that's all going to be listed off the product description page. Any documentation in a PDF format will also be available here. So I've given you 2 examples using Grainger items. Just know that you are able to use keywords, replacement parts. If you have a model number, competitor's part number, you can also enter that. When using keywords, my tip to you is that less is better. I'm going to go with air filters here. We have that type ahead feature, so you'll see suggestions, whether it's additional keyword search terms for you to use or product categories related, specific brands. You can select from the suggested or simply click on search. I am under the entire catalog. So again, this is the only time that you'll see a difference between the 2 views, and that is in the number of products found. I do want to see what is available under our best discounts. So I'm going to switch over to that. There's a total of 29 products. It will still allow you to use the filter attributes on the left-hand side. And that will include technical specs. I'm going to scroll all the way towards the bottom, or you can let's say turn on the In Stock Now feature to see what's available now, available for you to pick up at a local branch or have it shipped to you. So make your selection on the item or the line item there that you're interested in purchasing. It'll prompt you to a mini product description here. You can see the capital red C to the far right, your price, expected arrival time. Again, the quantities would be specified here. View product details will lead you to the product description page. All documentation in a PDF format, alternate products, customer also viewed. So all that information is available to you. Right, under my account, we offer 2 role types. That's the admin full rights user and a standard limited rights user. As a full rights user or admin to the account, you'll have access to the account user section. Everyone else, as a standard user, would have access to everything with the exception of that section. So this is an administrator role, and this is what it will look like for you as an admin. Again, if you're not an admin, you'll see everything minus the account user section. Just a high overview of that account user. It allows the administrators to control account customization. So account settings are applied to each individual account. If you're an administrator and have access to multiple accounts under one sign-in, just know that you will need to select the appropriate account number before taking action. Order history, pending orders, purchased products, history and invoice history is available. How much you can see as a standard user is determined by the administrator. The order history dashboard will give you a search engine to search by confirmation number or any information that you may have referenced on the shipping label packing slip. This will give you detailed order information. You may click on the order number or order details on the far right. Live tracking is available to you. I'm going to select this one. And actually, it's telling me I'll need to switch accounts. So Colton does have that multi-account user sign-in feature. So if it's under a different account, it'll tell you that it's switching accounts for you. So this is what the order history page will look like. It'll give you the detailed order information, the ability to view proof of deliveries, packing slips, and the track shipment feature there. So again, live tracking, all available to you. under the order history dashboard. You may reorder a specific item, add items to an existing list, or generate your list from here, or you may reorder the entire shipment if there's multiple items on there. I will go ahead and switch back to our Churchill original account that I signed in under. Okay, account preferences will allow all users to view their payment methods, ship to addresses, pickup locations. In general, under account preferences, you can set up your account defaults, which will help you save time. Under payment methods, you should see My Grainger account, which will build the account that, the net terms that you have with us. Now, if you need to add a purchase card, you can do that. You can do that from here, and then you can set your defaults by clicking on Checkout Defaults. No matter which dashboard you're under, you're going to see the self-service tools available to you on the left-hand side. So Checkout Defaults will include the payment settings, shipping, pickup, fulfillment. So again, highly, highly recommended. It will help you save time in checkout. My List will give you access to the personal list feature, and if you're sharing list, it'll give you access to all of the shared lists as well.
Maricela,
Yes.
Can I interject here? Colton, I know that you have requested that we customize that last page that she was on when you check out by adding like GL code and another free text for, can you remind me what that was? Just maybe clarify for the group what you're kind of expecting there.
Yeah, so some of the things that she's going over right now, I have already gone into every single account and defaulted your ship to, given you the option to select the delivery, and defaulted your payment method as well to our Grainger account. What Alana is talking about right now is we have changed the field to GL code. It is a free text field, alphanumeric, so that we are able to add in our GLs. That is a required field at checkout. That will just help once invoice is received and concurred to help route it to the correct queue for approvals and payment. Also, when checking out, and I'm sure we'll go over this, and I apologize for saying in advance, but the other required field we'll have is the attention to field on the shipping label. That way, when it is received, it knows exactly where it needs to go once it reaches the property.
Thank you, Colton. I just wanted to make sure that we plugged that in while she was on that page, or after she covered that.
And
Thank you.
I'll definitely be able to confirm that during the checkout process here as well. Okay, lastly, on the self-service tools is the catalog quotes and special order quotes. Under catalog item quotes is where you'll see the draft of the quote that you generated throughout your shopping experience. Again, a great way to just generate those quotes based on your current pricing. Anyone registered to the account will have access to those quotes that you generate under the No Price Quote tab. CSP quotes are the quotes that you would reach out to Alana for better pricing. Again, you're already receiving discounts, but if you ever need to request a better pricing, reach out to Alana. And then those would be completed and the pricing will be updated for the items on the website. However, if you want to view the quote, view it in a quote format, you can view it by going to CSP quotes.
Maricela,
yes.
I've got one more thought, sorry. So if you are looking for, if you have a frequently purchased item or you have a project and you are looking for additional cost support, I would go to your local Grainger account manager first. And if they can't support, then I would direct the question to Colton, excuse me, and he can direct it to me to make sure that we get you a quote back. That way Colton has line of sight to all of those projects and frequently purchased items. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. And then special order, these are quotes that are generated for items outside of our catalog, so items that we do not carry and you still wish to purchase through Grainger. Once the quote has been completed, it'll be available to you here, and then you can add it to the cart. It'll allow you to convert that quote into an order once. Anything after that, you'll need to get requoted. So again, it's sourced items or special order. That's a high overview of the My Account section, all of the self-service tools available to you. You may add items throughout your shopping experience, generate quotes, generate personal lists, add to the cart, or you can use the bulk order pad to do that. You can click on show more fields for the copy and paste feature. Just follow the format example provided here, right? We ask that you follow that format so that you can add in bulk. I do have an item in the cart. I'll go ahead and add some additional ones just so that we can go through the checkout process, and this will allow me to highlight those requirements that we just mentioned. Okay, so within the cart, you'll have the option to change the delivery method to from shipping to pickup and vice versa. So if you're looking at a pickup at a local branch, you can do that here. Per line item, the reference information fields will automatically populate because there are requirements. And this is where the GL code requirement is. So you are to enter a GL code per line item. It will allow you to proceed to checkout from here. However, it will not allow you to submit the order until you have entered all of the required information. So this is the final review page. You have that ability to enter the information, the required information, as well as any additional information that you would want reference on the line item level. At the order level, we have additional fields that are available. So right now, it didn't proceed to checkout, and the reason why is because of the shipping requirement here. So remember, I added the gloves. The shipping requirement is to be shipped in packages of 12. I have a quantity of 6. I can only do this if it was to be picked up at a local branch. So as you see here, it didn't allow me to proceed to checkout. It's giving me that message there. So it will notify you, give you the ability to update your quantity, and then you can proceed to checkout. Okay. So here is the review, the final review page. You have the purchase order number field at the top, completely optional. These are what we call the order level settings. And as you scroll down towards the bottom, you have the detailed order summary, including the delivery method, final ship to. If this is not the address that you're looking to ship to, you can always change. It will allow you to select from the ship to addresses here. Unless we have pre-selected addresses or assign them to you, then you would not be able to change it. The shipping method is standard, free of cost to you, unless, as Alana mentioned earlier, unless there is an item that requires special shipping, then you would see an estimated shipping cost apply. Let's scroll all the way towards the bottom. Here are the additional shipping label packing slip fields. Attention to is required. So you will not be able to submit the order unless you reference the required information. Everything else, like the requisition name, project job, department, is optional. Please keep in mind that these are subject to change, as the administrator can make changes at any time and set requirements at any time. Right. Alana, Colton, anything that you guys would like to address before I go into the mobile app really quick? Just kind of doing a time check. I want to be respectful of your time.
I would just like, thank you for that. That was great. I just want to mention for everyone on the line, just, you know, to address the food buy that's listed on there. So the kind of the reason in which the program exists is actually because Food Buy is a group purchasing organization that Churchill Downs has taken advantage of through CSM Solutions. It's a little confusing. So, but Food Buy is the parent GPO, if that means anything to anybody. We are going to get that updated to say CSM Solutions because that really is like the main GPO that you guys are utilizing the program under. So when it says Food Buy, just wanted to make sure you all know that there is a reason why it says that, and it will be updated to CSM Solutions soon. So. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Alana. I am currently sharing my screen, and I am going to use an iPhone to project the mobile portion of this training. Can you guys see my screen on the mobile app?
Yes.
Okay, great. So again, we highly encourage you to download the app. You can visit the App Store or Google Play. This is the iPhone version of it. So upon signing in, you'll see your first name along with the account number. On the bottom, so I'm going to start from the bottom left to right. You have the home, which is what you're seeing on the screen. The cart, the account section will allow you to access your pending orders for any accounts that have the order approval process in place, order tracking, reorder products. So this is where you would access order history and the purchase product history as well. By going into order history, it will allow you to view the order status, allow you to reorder items. And just like I mentioned on the desktop, if you have access to multiple accounts under one sign-in, it will still give you visibility to that as well. So those features apply here. I'm going to go ahead and click on cancel on that one. I won't switch accounts. But again, that's all under the account section. You have access to any list that you generate off the desktop. You'll have access to them here, and you can generate your own list from the mobile version as well. Okay. The checkout settings can also be managed here, as well as having access to the special order quotes, and then account overview is going to be applicable to those that have access to multiple accounts. So this is a way for you to see the accounts aligned to your sign-in, and also the ability to change or switch accounts from here. Okay, then of course the branch search engine allows you to search by city, state, or zip. If you have the branch number, you can plug that in as well. And then the far right is the more section, and this is where you have access to the bulk order pad, so you can enter items, instead of adding throughout your shopping experience. Go ahead and manage your settings from here. Anything that's new with the app, if you need to chat with an agent, or contact information is available there as well. Okay. Going back to the home page, just want to highlight you have access to the entire catalog and best discounts as well, so that custom catalog is available via the mobile app. Within the search engine, enter keywords, item, model, replacement part numbers, just as you would on the desktop version. Cool feature of the mobile app, you can click on the camera there, give us access to the camera. You have the ability to scan barcodes, take a picture. So take a picture of an item, and I'm going to give you an example here. If you don't know what to call that product, you don't know what keyword to use, just go ahead and snap a picture of it. It'll analyze it, and it'll provide to you the results based on the picture that you captured. You have the grid view and the list view. Okay, you can then use the scroll feature here to scroll up and down and see the options available. You see the closest match, make your selection. It'll lead you to the product description page, and from here, on the top right-hand side corner there, you'll have the plus, so the 3 lines with the plus sign, and then that is to either create your list or add to an existing list. If you need to share that product information, just click on the arrow pointing up, square with the arrow pointing up, and they'll give you the options to share. And all product information, including your price, the ability to add to the cart, availability. Okay, so for both shipping and pickup, all the technical specs, the compliance and restrictions, all of that is going to be available to you here. I do want to point out the green leaf there is identifying all green products. Alternate products, you do have the product comparison feature again available. So select the item you've originally searched for, go to that alternate item, select it, and then when ready, compare it. Right, I'm going to go back to the home page. Cancel out of that. The item number, you can scan item numbers that are on a label. Like if you print out labels, it will not pick up item number that's being handwritten on a paper. But again, just wanted to point out that great feature available. If you don't know what to call the item, what keyword, just snap a picture of it, and it'll allow you to see what we have available. All right. Any questions? Feedback? Alana, Alicia, anything? Yeah.
This is my fault. I should have asked this ahead of time. We are going to have approvals, which I'll go over in just a moment. But our group administrators, I'll call them that, are they able to approve within the mobile app?
Yes, so I'm still in the mobile app right now. So if they go to the account section, they can go into pending orders, and I'll give them the option to select standard and KeepStack. Of course, it would be standard. And then here it will show them the pending action items.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And for those, to Colton's point, if there's an order approval process in place, if your order requires approval, whether you've been assigned a spend limit or all orders require approval, the approver will receive an email notification. Within that email notification, there'll be a link that'll lead them to signing into the website and taking action. You, as the order submitter, will have the ability to track what's going on with your order, if any actions have been taken on it, by going into the order history detail page.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything that you guys feel I missed or would like to see again?
No, I think this was a good overview, Maricela, and if there are additional questions, please feel free to send those over to Colton, and he can get them to us in a group, and then we'll just respond back with any answers that are needed. But yeah, it's really simple. Once you get in and start using it, you all have shopped online. It's not complicated, and it is once you get the hang of it, it becomes a super convenient way to shop, much like Amazon Prime. If you're used to using that, it's very similar. So let us know if you have any additional questions. So with that, I think we'll move. Alicia, if you want to pop up the deck again so we have it.
You got it.
Because I think we are on, we may be on our last page there, but.
Can you see my screen again?
We got you, yep.
Perfect. So for the group, Colton is going to send out an email after this call, like I stated, with your account number, a line location, and who your Grainger contact would be. And there's also going to be 2 documents as well. One is this left-hand side PDF, just tips on how to register with your account number. And then secondly, how to download the Grainger app. So you will have access to both of these PDF files, so you did not have to remember every single thing Maricela went over today. We just wanted you to at least see it, kind of get a feel for it. And then again, if you have questions after today, feel free to reach out to us. They're both super user friendly. So if you've ever shopped online before, that's where Grainger.com is going to come into place. And then if it's easier for you, if you're mobile, you're out and about, you're not in front of your computer, you're going to want to definitely take advantage of the mobile app.
Yeah. Thank you, Alicia. One more thing to add is she mentioned that you'll be getting an account number and what your Grainger representative alignment is. If you do not have somebody aligned, our goal, unless you absolutely do not want someone aligned, our goal will be that you will each have somebody by the end of Q1 next year. So there are some of you that already have existing account managers and they won't change at this point. And then, like I said, any locations that do not have one, look for that early next year. Colton, I think you had some additional things to share, so I'll turn it over to you and then we can open it up for Q&A.
Yeah, so Rusty and I discussed to try and figure out how we want this program to work. As y'all know, Image now requires 3 approvals, at least, bare minimum, for most properties. It's the finance lead, the department head, and the purchasing manager. In the past, people have placed or needed something immediate, and they've had to go through the Image Now process. And as you all know, sometimes it can take a good bit of time for everything to finally get approved and sent through. So our goal here was to create convenience while still ensuring that there is an approval process in place. So at the moment, Rusty and I agreed that the best path forward is to have the finance director or manager approve all orders. That is the only requirement at this moment. Our average purchase price per transaction was $300. We could change that at a later date depending on how everything goes, so that everything under 300 is just automatically approved. We just want to make sure that everyone has visibility into what is being purchased at the moment. We ask that anything over $1,500 follows the quote procedure that we have in place now, going through service desk. And again, that may change now that we have a new VP of sourcing in place. But that is what we're going to have at this moment. So once all of the facilities managers, directors are registered, I will finish setting up all these accounts so that you can go ahead and start placing orders. Russ, do you have anything?
I'm good.
Perfect. Any other questions, guys? Suggestions? Y'all are the subject matter experts when it comes to what needs to be done in our facilities. The only thing handy about me is that I have two of them. So please give me any suggestions that you guys want. We want to make this as convenient for you as possible.
Colton, I had a question for you.
Yes, who's speaking right now?
My existing Grainger account number that we have now, that's done with now. So we're starting.
So it may be the same, well, maybe the same one. So all we did was just assign it to the benefits of the program. So if you want to share what that account number is that you're using today, just so we make sure that we don't duplicate it, we may be able to utilize that one and align it to the program. If it isn't already, it probably is, but if you want to
when you get the list, just look at it. And if it's different, please let us know. Because to Alana's point, most of the account numbers stayed the same. We just created new ones if anyone did not have one. So if you could look at that and then let us know from Colton, that would be awesome.
Thank you.
And some of our properties had created multiple accounts. Maybe they didn't know that someone had already done it, or you done it by department. For convenience, we have consolidated those, looking at spend for each of those accounts to the one that had the most spend. So you could have an account that is no longer valid, but that's only because we're going to use one account per property. And GL coding will take care of if it's a departmental issue or you're doing racing versus HRM, the GL code will take care of that on our side.
And Colton, as soon as the recording becomes available, just be a couple of minutes, I'll send it over to you so you can attach the link to the rest of the documents.
Perfect.
And did you need anything else from me?
Not that I can think of at the moment. I'm sure I'll have plenty of questions once everyone gets time to digest.
Perfect. I know we're a few minutes over. If any of you have any questions, you have both Alana and myself's contact information from Grainger. And then if it's anything regarding the strategy or ordering or questions regarding Churchill, please reach out to Colton or Rusty, and you'll be receiving the email hopefully by the end of the day with everything.